Hi everyone, it's Karol Clark and welcome back to another episode of Bariatric Business Accelerator, the podcast created for busy weight loss practitioners and their teams who want to systematize, simplify, and accelerate the growth of their new or existing weight loss practice. I'm your host, Karol Clark, and today we are talking about something every practice is feeling right now, and that's a lot of technology overload. I just did an episode on AI. There's so many different things out there that you or your team might be coming in contact with, but technology can really overload what it is you're doing and really interfere with your ability to get with your patient and really connect. And if you've ever felt like you're juggling way too many apps, one for patient messaging, another one for education, another one that you're using for telehealth, another one for patient tracking, and then there's another one that you use to track all of your advertising, and one for scheduling, your EMR, reminders, outcomes, you're not alone. There are a lot of disjointed systems that I find practices are using out there. And for many practices, this tech stack, so to speak, has turned into really more of like a tech tangle, I would say. But here's the truth. Technology should make your work easier, not harder. And that's exactly why the smartest practices are really shifting a bit to all-in-one integrated platforms, particularly ones with different AI capabilities that are HIPAA compliant. So today I'm going to walk you through why that shift matters and how it can completely transform your patient experience, your outcomes, and your team's sanity, for lack of a better word, and yours as well. So integration does matter now more than ever, as there's so many options out there. In weight loss and lifestyle medicine, which is I'm starting to work more and more in that realm, consistency is everything, especially when it comes to your education, your communication, your tracking, your follow-up with your patients, and trying to keep them engaged. Because as you know, they have lots of different choices out there for weight loss, and you want to be the top choice. They want to have this excellent experience so that they keep coming back and they send their friends and family. But when your systems don't really talk to each other, sometimes you can get, as we know, gaps in care. You can miss touch points with your clients, missed reviews, missed testimonials. You can have lost leads, people who are interested but kind of got lost in the pipeline. Frustrated patients because they have to go to all different areas in order to get their information. Your team might be overwhelmed. They might be having to search for patient information on multiple different platforms. It's confusing. And research does show that digital tools that streamline communication, monitoring, and also that whole patient care is shown to improve their outcomes, reduce your burden, and that's exactly why a lot of practices are starting to lean into the power of one seamless platform. And you might be saying, does that even exist out there? So imagine a single platform that can streamline all patient communication, deliver personalized education all in one place, track real-time progress with a shared dashboard so that everyone is on the same page. The patient has their own portal, which also reflects what you're seeing. They can upload their information. You can see it readily. You can have in-between visit checks that are automated. Managing telehealth and in-person visits in one platform, automating reminders and tasks for your team so people aren't falling through the cracks, and guide patients from the moment that they find you all the way through to long-term follow-up. So that is sort of a dream for many people, and they may have a number of different softwares. They may be using Zapier or something to connect them all, or they have to pay for API calls, all that sort of thing. But there is a platform, and it's near and dear to my heart, but it's through Pronex, and it's called the Core LMP, particularly if you're doing lifestyle medicine and medical weight loss. It's built as a true all-in-one platform made specifically for obesity care, lifestyle medicine practices, GLP-1 tracking, education, that ongoing communication. When everything lives under one digital roof, your team works smarter, your patients feel more supported, and your processes become consistent and efficient. And it does matter right now, as I just already alluded to, because the weight loss world is changing, as we know. We've seen that huge rise in GLP-1 medications, with many more coming down the pike through FDA approval. There's many in line for that. Increased interest in sustainable lifestyle changes. Lifestyle medicine is becoming a very big part of weight loss because people really need to modify their whole lifestyle. They're looking at longevity and their entire lifestyle. More procedures, more demand, more options, and a much more tax-savvy patient population. They're used to having this convenience in many other aspects of their life. Uber transportation, the ease of getting their groceries, that sort of thing. But patients expect their healthcare experience to feel like the rest of their digital life in many ways. They want it simple. They want it to be intuitive. They want it to be organized. They want it to be personalized to them. So we're having to adapt in real time to these needs of our patients. And if your system feels clunky, disconnected, it doesn't just slow you down, it can also erode the trust that you have with your patients. So a seamless experience, on the other hand, as you can well imagine, increases patient engagement, satisfaction, and of course, retention. So if you're bogged down with manual tasks, reminders, workarounds, you lose precious time you could be spending on higher value care with your patients. So I encourage you to take a look at various all-in-one technologies. You can, like I say, automate those repetitive tasks. You can assign workflows and you can create workflows for all your leads as they come through and adapt those to your unique program. You can move patients smoothly from being a lead into an active patient who's receiving treatment from you and regularly communicated with. You can reduce your staff burnout, of course, having everything in one place, improve follow-through and outcomes for your patients. And it's not just about efficiency, it's really about creating the space for stronger connections with your patients and better results, better outcomes, which is what we're all in this for. I know when we switched to an all-in-one technology, it made a huge difference for our patients and for my team. It freed up so much time and energy, even though we thought we were being really efficient with the systems that we had in place. But anyhow, this is really a modern patient journey. It is one of those things that we have to adapt to. People may find you in social media, browse your website, message your team, join a webinar, download something from you, all before they will ever schedule an appointment. So you've got to have a way to capture that, track it, and stay in touch with them so that they do continue to have you in front of them so that when they're ready to make that decision, you're the choice that they make. So anyhow, I've shared with you numerous ways of how an integrated platform can help you both for your team and for your patients. And there are options out there. And yes, it's scary to think about switching from one to another. And if yours gives you everything that you need, by all means, stay there, because it is a bit of a jump to move to something else. But if not, I encourage you to look into the different options that are out there today. I love patient care. I love technology, and so many of us have it in our lives. We know what we love. So at any rate, we want to make that an easy thing for your patients as well. So there's options out there. If you can get to an all-in-one, that is really an ideal place to be. So if you're ready to simplify and scale, and you can imagine your entire practice from lead generation to onboarding to education, communication, prescriptions, GLP-1 tracking, telehealth, follow-up, all connected inside one intuitive system, reach out to me. I've got a couple of ideas for you. And of course, anything related to your practice and the 6 systems that I talk about that make everything run smoothly, reach out to me, Karol, Karol, at weightlosspracticebuilder.com. I love the clients I get to work with. I am blessed with wonderful people who have their patients at heart, but also really want to make sure that they've got an efficient and well-working practice that serves their patients and their team and themselves. So reach out to me. I would love to connect. If you're not a part of my e-newsletter, please join. Go to weightlosspracticebuilder.com. It's at the top. You can just click there and join in for all the latest news. And I hope you have a great day. Thanks for tuning in.